What's going on, everyone? Welcome back to the ChatterBox podcast. Today, me and the fan are joined with none other than Elle Brooke. How's it going, Elle? Are you okay?
Yeah, it's going good. It's going well. It's like a week and 1 day to my flight. Like time flies when you're in a
Yeah.
camp.
So, how's the camp been going for you at the moment? Have you had any negatives that you think you still need to work on at this point, or have you pretty much fine-tuned everything?
I'm pretty much fine-tuned. I think it gets to this point and you worry about that you've not done enough. But I honestly couldn't have done any more. I train so hard and I work so hard. So yeah, and I'm always in the gym. I think, straight after my fights, I'm back in there. I haven't taken much time off in the 18 months that I've been boxing. So it's like my whole life really.
So, what? So you're saying even like after your last fight, you just continue to train after that, like no time off whatsoever?
After my loss, I took a month off. But literally straight after Faith, I was in the gym on the Tuesday. Straight after Ola, I was in the gym on the Monday or the Tuesday. Yeah, I'm always constantly in the gym.
It's quite
Elle,
addictive, isn't it? Once you get into the sport of boxing, like just because you can, it doesn't matter how long you've been in the sport, you always have something new to learn, and you always feel like you can better yourself as well, which is good.
Yeah, exactly. And especially as a novice, it's like you've got all this time trying to catch up. So you're trying to spar as much as possible. You're gonna try and cram all those hours and craft that people have put years into trying to do into like what is like like when you drive and you try to do like the 40-hour course in like 3 days. That's exactly what I'm trying to do.
A crash course.
Yes,
yeah.
Crash
exactly.
course in boxing. I've seen a couple of photos from like after sparring and stuff, and your face is all bloodied up. So I can see you putting the hard work in and getting the tough rounds in at the same time.
Yeah, and it's like that was only a couple of weeks ago, and that's after space sparring Laura Payne and Maisie Rose straight after each other. And my nose is still sore, like the slightest jab, it still bleeds, but that's not going to heal for next week. So it's probably going to bleed. So it's going to look way worse than what it is. So just got to not let that distract me.
Just move your head a little bit quicker, you'll be all right.
Yeah,
Yeah.
honestly, the slightest thing, and I'm just like, it's like a tiny bit of blood because yesterday I sparred really, really well, and even then it was slightly bleeding. Not that it's like a massacre, but I just have one of those faces that marks up easily and bleeds.
But the
Like
fortunate
honestly, I
thing is you can, slap a face of makeup on and no one can see it.
exactly, and I kind of like having a black eye anyway because I walk around the streets and I think I look well hard.
Yeah. Elle, where did this beef with you and AJ Blanca really start from? Because I know that you guys fought on Kingpin. Well, the original Kingpin originally was supposed to be Astrid Wet. She then made excuses for fighter safety. So that didn't go through. And then you had AJ Blanca taking her place. Was that the first time that you guys like had some sort of problem with each other, or was there prior beef before that?
No prior beef. I honestly didn't know who she was. I didn't even watch that season of Love Island. So I think there's always going to be a storyline there because number one, she's the champion now, and I really want that belt. And number two, that it's her like her redemption story. Like it is her chance to redeem herself of a loss. So, which isn't going to happen.
100%, 100%. Elle, I'm not sure if you've been keeping up with the Twitter spaces. We had Mams Taylor and Astrid Wet on a space, I think it was a few weeks ago, and Mams was basically making the point, that you can't just fight whoever you want. You have to fight a credible opponent. Now, she's 3-0, right? And in my opinion, I think she should fight someone like a Nikki Rue, someone for the belt, someone credible. But I think she's using like clout as an excuse. But if you're 3-0, like you should be taking on harder opponents, right?
Yeah, 100%. And this is just an example of like AJ that she's the champion. And she was like, no, I want to, next fight, I want to, build myself up and make a name for myself and fight someone else. So then Misfits put it on them, like either you fight Elle or you vacate the belt. And that's exactly the way that I think Misfits should work. Because at the end of the day, they're a business. And as a fighter, especially in the traditional ranks, you don't get to always choose who you want to fight. Like, yes, you might get a voluntary, but you get are mandatory and you have to fight them. So I think that Misfits should definitely put pressure on fighters to make exciting fights, because at the end of the day, that's what people want to see. They want to see competitiveness, not some fake fucking nasty shit beef that you've managed to, fork out online and you portray to people.
I think it's
Oh,
a great fight based on the history. The fact is that you've already beaten her by unanimous decision, and now she's the champion. So it's like it's a very confusing fight for the fans. Who's going to win if AJ Bunker's the champion and you've already beat her? Is it going to be the same, or are you both going to be completely different fighters on the night? Would you say, based on your performance against her in the first fight, that you're going to be a completely different and better fighter in this fight?
Yeah, I mean, even my first fight, I was like coming forward like and aggressive. So I don't think I really changed in that sense, but technique completely different. Like the fundamentals of just plowing forward and throwing, I probably still have that in me now. But no, I look like a completely different boxer, yes.
Yeah, so based on the promo that I've seen in the build up to these fights, I mean, you're talking about there being quite a big beef there, but I mean, I think you strapped a picture of her face onto a mannequin and then she done the same in response, but started hitting you with like a double-ended dildo. Like, is there going to be more to the promo other than like, sort of beefing with mannequins with sex toys, or
Well, the thing is as well, like she's the champion and she should be using that to like not just like for her, she relies on Misfits making her famous. Like all she's used is my creativity in promotion and like copied it. Like you should be original, you should be creating new ideas for promotion and for the company rather than just knocking off your opponents. Like I don't know what's gonna happen fight week. I haven't got anything in planned. I think the pushing and shoving, I think that's the old me. I think I'm more of like a snidey, like to get under my opponent's skin rather than upfront aggression. So I like winding people up.
yeah, it's better to do it that way, I think. And like you said about the copycat sort of style promotion, that's the first thing I noticed with it. I saw your video and I thought brilliant, unique. And then instantly in response was doing exactly the same thing pretty much. And I think a bit of creativity goes a long way. And like you've said, it does feel like maybe she's just hoping that she can, I don't know, like cut corners and sort of wing it to get
Yeah.
famous or more famous, so to
No,
speak.
yeah, and especially in the face-to-face I had with her yesterday, the official Misfits one, she was like, well, maybe I haven't been promoting because I've been training. Like, bitch, you should have a day in my life. Like, me and you, we are not from the same cloth. Like, I am built different to you that you think you can train even maximum 5 hours, which no fucking professional even does anyway. And you're tired, you're done. Oh, my life is so hard. I am built different. Like work, I don't want to just be Misfits champion. Like I want to be so much bigger than this. This is just a hobby to me, and it is essentially that. Like I don't rely on Misfits being my sole bread and butter. Like but Misfits really isn't a profit to me. I make so much more money doing other things elsewhere, and I would make so much more money if I didn't box.
Okay, so Elle, you were mentioning about it like sort of being a hobby for you. If I was to say that your other sources of income, such as, your main source of income, which is, I'm guessing, OnlyFans at this moment in
Yeah.
time, is that affected like financially by the fact that you're a part of Misfits? Because if you get a cut or a bruise or anything, could that really affect you, or just a bit of makeup to sort of fix that?
A little bit of makeup, but obviously, if you're going to have an injury, then that 100% will do. Like, I think with my personality and I play it off, like, I think people like seeing the real, true, authentic me. So I always put memes of me out on the internet of me with black eyes, fat lip, looking absolutely atrocious after sparring. So I think people are just really invested in who I am and want to support, well, the journey I'm on and who I want to be. So not looks wise. I mean, my nose is so wonky, especially after Maisie Rose fucked it up. But I just think it's character building, and no
I
one wants
mean, if
anyone
anyone knows
perfect.
about wonky noses, it's me. Mine's been splattered about 500 times over the years. Like I've got a big scar on my nose here. My nose
I
is like
hope someone just
sideways.
smashes it the other way, so it kind of
Well,
centralizes.
if you need a hand, hey, I'll sort it for you.
I know. I want to do it. Is it Steve-O that like ran into someone's fist and
Yeah,
then a nose
Mike
doctor,
Tyson, he ran into Mike Tyson's fist. Yeah, yeah.
and then a
That'd
nose
be
doctor in
epic
the crowd fixed it? Like that's hopefully going to happen to me one day.
one
Elle,
day.
I've been. Has there like been any updates with the whole Kingpin thing? Like, have they paid you or any of the fighters for the second event?
I think they paid a lot of the fighters, but they haven't paid me. Boo!
Man, that's
It's like I
crazy,
haven't even
bro.
been paid for my last fight. And honestly, I don't actually like it is annoying, but it's not like life or death for me because boxing isn't my sole income. Like if it was my only income, it'd be mega peak. But it's just part of what I do. So yeah.
That's insane, man. That's insane because a lot of the
Mhm.
traditional boxing, um, people they were kind of like, this is what something I hate. When something happens on Kingpin, they instantly associate it with Misfits, which is not true because Misfits is the best promotion. We're not a clown show. It's kind of annoying. You had the whole Daniela Helmsley thing.
I
Do you know
do
what it
think
is?
influencer boxing is so on its own though, and I think it definitely needs to be separated from professional boxing. I think too many influencer crossover boxers are like trying to be too professional now and like forgetting about like people aren't watching you. Like, yes, you're improving, and a lot of you are training full time now, so you're actually like pretty technical, but like that's not essentially why people are watching you. They want like the whole drama and the bang of the show, and it's more like theatrical, like
Yeah,
WWE.
definitely. It's an entertainment business rather than a sport, isn't it? That's the way I
Yeah.
look at it. And I think I'm a massive boxing fan in the classic sense of boxing, but like just bringing myself into the influencer boxing space, I saw instantly that it's an entertainment business with the fake beefs, the real beefs, the build-ups. That's where all the true entertainment is. And then on the night, but the fight's great, not really, but
Yeah.
like now we're at that point where we're seeing the people who couldn't really fight improving per fight. Every single fight, they're getting better. And it's good to see the progress. But the crossover side of things with the likes of your Tommy Furies and now the way Jake Paul's gone about it and stuff, I think that's sort of bizarre because what we're having now is a lot of actual, like ex-professional fighters like Carl Froch, for example, saying that he wants to fight Jake Paul, saying that he wants to fight KSI, and all they're looking for is that pay
Money.
packet.
Yeah,
Exactly.
100%. Yeah, 100%.
So, hey, Elle, I mean, it's been great having you on. Before we actually cut this off today, I want to ask you if you're okay with me doing like a little quick fire question sort of scenario.
Yeah,
It'll
of
be like
course.
I'll give you two options and you have to pick from them, but I'll ask the question first, right? Okay.
Yeah.
So the first one's just to sort of get you ready for it so I can see how fast you're going to answer. Okay. So pineapple on pizza, yes or no?
Yes.
Okay. If you had to pick one, OnlyFans or Misfits?
OnlyFans.
That was not quick. Come on, faster, faster. Okay, you ready? Ready?
Okay.
This is a serious question now. As quick as you can. Who would win in a fight, Astrid Wet or Elle Brooke?
Elle Brooke.
Go on,
Yes.
girl. Go on. Okay. Is the after party for Misfits 12 going to be mid or fire?
Fire.
Damn right it is. Okay.
Yeah.
Who's going to win the Premier League this season? Liverpool or Aston Villa?
C.
No. No.
Fuck you, fan. You ruined it for everyone. Well, it's absolutely brilliant having you on. Thank you for sparing some of your time. I know you're very busy with your schedule with training and other things. So again, thank you so much for being on.
No, thank you. I've had a lot of fun. I'm literally just prepping now. It's my birthday tomorrow, so I'm like doing a little photo shoot.
Oh,
So that's the agenda today.
Brilliant. And how old are
have
you going to be? I know we shouldn't ask, but
26. Ugh.
oh, that's not too bad. You've got plenty of years ahead of
I'm
you.
old.
You're
Yeah,
old. Hey,
feels
calm
old.
down. I'm 35 years of age. Okay, so
You're
please,
ancient.
you're nothing but a bully, El. Right, that's it. I'm rooting for AJ Bunker now.
Oi. Oh,
100%.
rip.
100%. All
All
right.
right, I'll
Well,
see
Well,
you
guys,
later,
thank you
guys.
very
Thank you
much for
so much.
tuning in and make sure you hit that thumbs up, share the video, subscribe if you're new, and until next time, see you later.